Clayton Kershaw is dominating baseball right now. Record of 19-3 with a 1.70 ERA. He has only lost one game since the beginning of June. Tommy, does Clayton Kershaw deserve to win the MVP award?
Oh, nope. Nope. No pitcher, in my opinion, deserves to win the MVP award. I'm sorry. I don't care if you are Clayton Kershaw and you're putting up some of the greatest numbers that anyone's ever seen. Sorry. No.
So if he's not winning, who do you have? Giancarlo Stanton? Because he's out for the rest of the year now.
I know.
Guess you could still de facto give it to him, but there's not that many great candidates in the MLB.
Well,
The
National League. Yeah, I got you. I got you with that. But the thing is, I understand that, especially this year where there's not that many great candidates. Unfortunately, Giancarlo Stanton got hit in the face with a pitch. And if he didn't do that, he probably would hit over 40 home runs, maybe 120 RBIs, something like that. He would have had some crazy good numbers, and he would have led, maybe not led the major leagues. He's still second in the major leagues even after getting hit in the face with 37 home runs, and he's still first in the National League by 6 home runs. So it's not even close. But I think you got to give it to a position player. What are you going to do? You're going to give Kershaw the MVP and the Cy Young? That's not really fair to all those guys.
I mean, they did it for Justin Verlander a couple years ago.
Yeah, and I disagreed with that too. So I think that the MVP needs to go to position player. I understand every 5th game, yes, makes a difference, an impact, whatever. I just think it's got to go to someone who's out there every day. And I know it's not fair and it's whatever, but I don't think pitchers should be winning MVPs. They have their own MVP award. It's called the Cy Young.
So the reason I disagree with you here is in pretty much any other scenario, I would always agree with you that a pitcher shouldn't win the MVP. But in this case, and maybe it's just because I'm a Giants fan and I've gotten to watch a lot more Clayton Kershaw pitching in the NL West.
Yeah, and I'm sure you enjoy that.
I don't think yeah, seriously, you would too with the Padres. I don't think we've seen this dominant of a pitcher since what? Since Koufax? Since we were alive. Like, we never got to see any pitcher this dominant.
Well,
like,
I could say Pedro Martinez back in the day. Would have been close.
But this is on another level. Like, he's lost one game since the end of May. That's running 4 months now, and lately it hasn't even been close when he's been pitching. People haven't even had a chance to beat him. And you roll this hot into the playoffs. I think it's MVP worthy when a team goes out and pretty much knows they're guaranteed to win a game every 5 days. That does so much if you're in a slump, if you have a tiny losing streak. The fact that you have a guy who you literally know is going to win once every 5 games, who's become that dependable, that automatic, I think in this case, I'll make an exception for how I normally agree with you in terms of what consists of an MVP, and I think he deserves the MVP this year.
Man, I see your point, but I just don't. I can't give it to a pitcher. I just can't do it. I don't, unless you want to have like the best hitter award, and then you have an MVP on top of that. Then it's fair. But it's like that's the position player's award. That's their thing. You can't. Sorry, I don't agree with it.
And Tommy, maybe it also has to do with the fact that I don't think there's really a clear cut NL MVP this year. Obviously, with Stan getting hurt, that was a travesty with the Marlins, but it's not as clear cut for him to win it anymore. Buster Posey was making some noise in August and early September with the way he's been hitting. If the Giants somehow took over first place for the Dodgers, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen anymore. I don't really think there's a better candidate, and I just think Kershaw's in a league of his own, and especially coming from the fact that I hate the Dodgers, I have so much respect for this guy, and I don't think any of us who are probably under 30 years old have seen a pitcher this dominant.
Yeah, that's probably true. So
but that's why I make an exception. I would say Kershaw deserves it this year.
All right. I mean, I was having trouble listening to that because I was on Facebook looking at profile pictures of girls that I'm only mutual friends with. But, it's...
Why don't you at least look up some stats, figure out an argument?
That was a problem. I started looking up stats, and then my computer was up. That was another tab. Then it started creeping a little bit. And then once you start creeping, you can't really go back,
Tommy, stop. Listen, I don't want to get our corporate sponsorships taken away, so just stop talking.
Sorry, kayak.com.
No, I have corporate sponsorships in the works right now.
Well, people like honesty, Trevor, so you can sell that. Push the honesty angle. Honesty. People like honesty, so you push that angle.
Yeah, we should go after Jessica Alba's company.
What's that?
It's called Honesty.
What do they sell? Purses?
It's like a look at it. It's like a baby company.
Yeah, that would go
Probably
well.
would
That
fit.
would go well with. That would go
It probably
well.
would fit well with the theme of our show.
Yeah, do they make
Oh, it's
products for
called the Honest
4-year-olds?
The Honest Company. It let's see. They um hold on. I'm just trying to get some background here. Yeah, they have a bunch of different baby products.
Do they
New
sell
diaper prints have arrived. That's a featured product right now. Is new diaper prints.
Do they sell bubble wrap that I could sell to a certain athlete's kid?
All right, that's it.
What? What? What's it?
I thought that was how we were gonna end the show. Last week I ended it with take the stairs. Now you're talking about bubble wrapping Adrian Peterson's kids.
I did not.
So-
I did not mention a name. I just said an athlete in general who maybe is clumsy with holding their kid and maybe has a problem with dropping it. That could have been talking about
There's
that.
a new product line. You can get a free trial. It says try our natural, non-toxic personal care and home cleaning essentials. It says get started. Let me see what it's all about. It says,
Is that like a Neosporin that I could use for a friend of mine's kid?
well, a trial includes 5 natural, non-toxic personal care and home cleaning essentials. This includes shampoo and body wash, face and body lotion, multi-surface cleaner, healing balm, and hand soap. That's a free trial. Another free trial you could get is a sample size of natural, high-performing diapering essentials. Dude, this would be the perfect sponsor.
This would be it. This is okay. We'll go with this and push. Make sure to push that we're very honest and that we don't hold back the truth and that we speak our minds and that we are very good people. Trevor.
What was this topic?
Clayton Kershaw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Clayton Kershaw should not be the MVP. In conclusion, don't give the MVP to
Yeah,
Clayton Kershaw.
In conclusion, Clayton Kershaw deserves to win the MVP.
You know what's weird? I never understood why I didn't do well on essays in school, and now that I've just spoken out that and remembered that was the thesis statement, I'm not surprised anymore.
Because you don't know what a thesis statement is, or you forgot that you always want a clear thesis.
Well, I just forgot that things should relate generally to the thesis statement and maybe not to my Facebook and my personal things that I do in my spare time. So, I mean, if those work their way into my college essays, it does not surprise me the grades I got. Is all I'm saying. I mean, I could. Who knows? Maybe I could have gone off on a tangent about sorority life.
I feel like you probably pissed off a lot of your teachers.
Well, Trevor, I feel like I made their day. Really, I think I did. I think my presence was they would go home and speak with their families about me. I would say
Did anyone ever call you a nerd?
it's happened. It's happened. Why? Why do you ask?
I was just wondering.
Were you about to call me a nerd?
No. I was just curious. I like learning. Last time a couple episodes ago, we learned about Hyper Studio. So I was just curious to learn about. You kind of seemed like you could have been a nerd.
I went to class all the time, so I sat in the front row. Asked a lot of questions. I did a lot of. I played Sporkle a lot.
Played what?
Sporkle.
What's Sporkle?
It's a quiz game on the computer. It's fun. Fun thing to do when you're bored. And that's it, man. That was me. I'm sure. And in conclusion, Clayton Kershaw should not win the MVP. So.
All right.
After all of that, no MVP for Clayton Kershaw.
You know what I always wonder? Why, on the last topic, do we just continue to ramble and not know how to finish it?
It's because we get antsy. I think we both see the finish line coming. We get antsy. We don't get to talk much because we don't live in the same city. So we want to converse about, what our lives are going, what's going on. I mean, I know I'm interested in what you got going on. I don't know if you care about me. I would assume.
I'm profusely sweating right now.
Well, why are you doing that? Because your windows are closed?
Well, I care about the show, so I close my windows, turn off the fan to increase the audio quality.
My fan is
like 90
on. My
degrees
windows
right
are
now. I'm losing
open.
weight by the second.
There's a Major League Baseball game going on 100 yards away from me. I've had this window open the whole time. So, who knows how this audio is going to sound. But I do what I can for the show, I'm just a selfless guy.